Y'all, the chicken pen is getting a little bit crowded to the point that they're starting to lay eggs here in some of the tires. Yes, this is the next big plan that I've got here, is to expand out the egg production, I guess you could call it, the chicken factory. Maybe we're gonna put some animal husbandries up at the animal farm up there. Still gonna use this, don't worry, but I need a lot more money. And to get started on that plan, I've went ahead and picked up a few contracts. The first one here is a little bit of fertilizing over on one of the other fields. Now, even though I'm using precision farming, I don't need to use the sensor on the front for somebody else's field. So I'm just going to take 1,000 liters here up to the other field and go ahead and let this worker take care of it. I also picked up a plowing contract up here on field number 11. This is a pretty big field. I think it just had potatoes in it. I leased the equipment because there's no way I'm going to be able to afford this big of a John Deere right now and this big of a plow. I'm going to go ahead, hire a worker, and let them take over on this one too. And the reason is because this is my main concern right now. I've got 2 fields up here on the top side of the map, and we're going to go ahead and take care of both of them. They're both wheat, so it's going to help me get even more food for my chickens because, guys, we are drastically getting ready to increase the number of chickens that we're going to be able to have on this farm. I said that was my top priority, but that is the top priority as far as contracts go. I've got to get all of these rest of the production items over and get them sold because, y'all, I need a lot of money. When I said I need money, I wasn't joking. I need a lot of money for the plan that I've got for right over there. I'm back up here at the water tower setup point, and I'm going to go ahead and sell these tomatoes. Now, I know there's not very many of them, but it's going to bring in a few $1,000s. That is definitely going to help me get started here on knocking out a big chunk of this. As you can see, I made almost $12,000. I mean, that's a good start, but it's nowhere near enough. And the worker finally made their way over here to field number 3. So yeah, this is a very, very simple fertilizer contract. It's not going to bring in a lot, maybe a couple $1,000s, but literally every little bit's going to help here. And don't think that the lettuce isn't going to make its way up there to the sell point. Also, yeah, this definitely isn't very much at all. That's why I'm very, very glad that I went ahead and doubled up on the production of the lettuce because it's a pretty good profit. I mean, there's a lot of money here in lettuce. We're going to find out exactly how much. I don't have a ton in here. I think it's only like 6,000, maybe 7,000 liters, something like that is all the lettuce I have. How about 6,500 liters? That's all I had. But wait till you see how much money we're going to make off this. Yeah, about $12,500. So not bad. I made about $24,000 just on the productions. We're up to a little bit over 50 now, but I still got to get these other contracts done. The contract here on field number 3 is complete, so 35.30. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Now we're gonna go ahead back over to our farm. I gotta put some fertilizer down there as well. First thing I'm gonna do here is drop off the weight and pick up the sensor because we all know that that is gonna make a difference here on my own fields. Now I'm going around and putting fertilizer here on these 3 grass fields that I've got here on this portion of my farm. As you can see down in the icon or the map down there, you can see that there's a little bit of a color change in the front of the tractor. And that's because this sensor up here is working, doing its job. I'm getting the absolute best fertilizer that I can here for all of these grass fields. Now, the one thing you're going to see is that it's not showing up as green, and that's because the fertilizer does not need to be absolutely green in this soil type with this crop. It's one of the confusing things about precision farming. I mean, it's really, really cool. You're not going to use as much fertilizer. I mean, as you can see, I'm barely used 20% right now of what I've had here in this hopper. And I feel like that's actually pretty low. Now, it can be a little bit confusing. Totally get it. But it's just kind of the way that precision farming is. Other crops, if I put them in this field, it would have a completely different look to it. So make sure that if you're using precision farming, you're not making all your fields look green, because if you do, it could actually be getting a little bit of a yield loss. And y'all, I do not believe it. I've already filled up the truck here with almost 102,000 liters of wheat. This field is producing very, very well. And we're not even done with field 13 yet. I've still got another field over there too that I got to get. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and store this here in the grain storage place. And then once the contracts are done, I'll come back over and transfer everything over to the west sell point over there where the contract actually needs to be fulfilled at. I mean, to get another almost 4,000 liters off this, that's like 105,000 total. I mean, that's a really, really good yield for that field right there. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way up here to the other one over here. I think it's field number 12. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Now I can mix the crop because they're both going to the same place. Field number 2 of grass done and fertilized. Now over here to the biggest field that I've got. Hopefully I've got enough left in the tank. Well, I didn't get the field done with what I had in the tank, but I cheated and had some more over in the storage. I put another 1,000 liters in here. Gonna go ahead and try and get this field completely knocked off. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. And that's it for this field right here. Now, an interesting thing is, remember where all that lime was put down? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but there's a lot of fertilizer right here as well. I got the second field of wheat done. To send the worker on their way back over to the farm. I'm going to go and collect a little bit more of the wheat, fill this thing up. We're going to take it over and start actually completing these contracts. I got 2 of them, both going to the same place. Shouldn't take very long, and I should get to keep quite a bit of this wheat. And it looks like the worker's doing a pretty good job. I went ahead and switched them back the other direction because there was a lot of up and down hills right here. So hopefully they're going to be able to get this done. Hopefully not too soon after I get done with this contract, because I really need the money off that plowing contract to be able to do this next big project. I know I've said it a lot, but it's going to take a lot of money, guys. Hey, I'm almost done with load number 1, and contract on field number 13 is done, and contract on field number 6 is 81% completed. That means 11% transported for field number 6. So I went ahead and brought over all 72,000 liters here. Gonna go and dump it in. I think it's honestly gonna take about 60. I'm gonna go ahead and get moving here and just kind of check it out once we get about maybe 30 of it put in here, and then I'll be good to know roughly about how much more that I need to go ahead and put in here to complete this contract. All right, so 56%, that's almost 30,000 in there, so I got a little bit more to go here. All right, I ended up with 20,000 left over. We got the contract completed. All right, since I've already delivered the grain, I'm going to go and collect these 2 contracts. So complete, should be about another, what, 16,000 bucks? 68,000. Not quite enough for what I want to do, though. Contract on field number 11 is now finished. Let's go ahead and go in here and complete. Perfect. $93,479. Let's do that big plan I had. All right, here I am back up at the animal area, and we're going to go ahead and put down some chicken pens. Yes, I've got a big plan here. Let's go ahead and get in here to construction. I'm going to go across to animals, go ahead and cross to my chickens, and I'm going to put down one of these right here. Now, this is the wired chicken coop. It looks like it's going to be pretty easy to be able to get everything in and out of here. Now, my collection point, I want to make sure that I put this in an easy to get area, because that's going to be the important part, is getting everything out of here. Now, I want to also go ahead and turn on my grid snap so that whenever I'm putting these down, we are good to go. All right, it's saying right there. Yeah, I think that's an absolutely perfect place. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put another one down right next to it. I know that may sound crazy, right? I know. I don't know if I actually need this many chickens, but that's what I'm going to do. All right, so what? Why is it overlapping? No, what? No, I should be able to put this down, no problem. What is going on? Why is it overlapping with another object? Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn that off, and I'm gonna go ahead and place it right about here. All right, so there's number 2, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put down number 3 right about here. Yeah. So $75,000 in chickens, or places to put the chickens, is what I'm doing. I've got my feed spots there. That's perfect. I can pick up all the eggs right there. Didn't really do too bad to the terraforming back here. All right, now it's time to go get some chickens. And I'm going to go ahead and start with these right here. I've got 59 chickens here. We're going to go ahead and transfer over every single one of them. I'm going to go ahead and move them over right now. Yes, go ahead. There we go. Now I can hold 86 chickens in this trailer right here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pick up some of these smaller ones that are a little bit younger as well. So we've got some 11 months, 1 month, 11 months, 0 month. All right, I say we just go ahead and grab some of these young ones, right? You know what? No, let's just go ahead and get all of the older ones, put them into the one right here. So we'll select this, go ahead, move them. Yes. All right, now Where is my other ones? All right, right here. Perfect. All right, 10. What I need to do there. Yes. All right, now I can hold 8 more, and I have 9. And 32. Well, let's just go ahead and get as many of them as we can. All right, I've got a full trailer of 86 chickens now. Time to take them up to their brand new home. Apparently, those chicken coops won't accept any chickens being unloaded out of a trailer. Apparently, the point to be able to get the chickens and arrange everything is inside the fence. I didn't realize that. I still like those chicken coops. I want to use them. Very specific reason. So I'm gonna go up here and sell off all of the chickens that I have that are old enough to be sold, and then we're gonna repopulate. And I'm not gonna make any money on these guys at all because they don't have any health. I haven't been feeding them because I was letting it run out. So yeah, this is horrible. I am losing so much money on this right now. It is not even funny how much money I'm gonna lose right here on this, but it's gonna pay off in the end because they're going to be in a lot better place. I'm going to be able to keep a lot better check on them and make sure that the food and everything like that is better. And I really think I just need to just sell them all out of where they're at and go ahead and put some new ones in there because I didn't make anything. Like, I don't even know if I made $100. I made 86 bucks. Yeah, 86 bucks. That's what I made. All right, so no more chickens down here at all. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to go ahead and just delete this area. Let's go ahead and go here into construction. Let's go ahead and get rid of the animal area right here. I'm going to make $28,000. You know what? That is going to be worth it. All right, there we go. Now I can use this for storage, something else. Maybe a little bit better of a equipment storage. Maybe I can extend this field out just a little bit more. All right, and I went ahead and put 100 of the 6-month-old chickens in here. I mean, it was not the most cheap thing to do, but I did make a lot of money there at the selling off their old house. So I've got 3 of these. We're going to start off with 300 chickens. So I think it's going to be a pretty good little deal that I'm going to be able to do here. Go ahead and buy. There we go. Come back across here, select, go up to 60. And like I said, we're going to put 100 into each one of these. All right, so there we go. What is that? For $700? I mean, that's not that bad of a deal. I mean, I did make... well, it's that's 2,100 bucks. I had 2,100 bucks and 75,000. I mean, that is a little bit pricey. That is a little bit pricey, but it's going to pay off. Trust me, it's going to pay off. We'll go here with the 40, and then I am going to be good to go here. All right, that is all of my chickens. I now own 300 chickens in these pens right here. I'm going to be able to hold 1,500 total. Let's go get some food. I'm going to start off with all this wheat that I've got in storage. I'm going to go ahead and put about 8,000 liters here into each one of these. Now, it's going to take about 17,000 liters total to be able to keep them fed for an entire year. I'm going to go ahead and start off with here with just about a half year's worth. I think that should be enough. By that time, I should be able to have the barley that I've got. We're good there. I mean, I've got like 45,000 liters in wheat, like 53 in barley. So I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to have enough to keep these chickens fed for at least a year and a half. And then by then I should be able to have enough other property to be able to like get some more grain and things like that to be able to feed them. So we're good. We are good on this, and we can really focus in on our corn production. All right, well, the chickens are fed. They're in their house. Now it's time to go figure out what I'm going to do for the next couple months until harvest time. Well, that's going to be it for today, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like if you would. Make sure to hit subscribe and turn on your notifications to keep up to date on my future videos. While you're waiting on those future videos, go and check out one of these 2 right here. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver 53 signing off.